What is going on, Pisces North Node Collective? If you have Pisces as your North Node placement, this reading is for you. All right. So, this reading is obviously general in nature, meaning it's not going to resonate with all of you, nor is it meant to. So, please take what applies, leave the rest behind. And also keep in mind something to consider is that this reading is for the time frame. Typically, my readings are timeless unless otherwise specified. This is kind of one of those times. So, this is for the remainder of 2024. So, I want you to keep in mind that we've been taught that the new year is the end of December, starts January 1st. That is, however, incorrect. Real new year is actually March 20th. So this reading is to time span between when you see this reading up until at least March 20th. Okay. So that is the time frame that I'm working with, that this intention has been set for of these North Node readings. All right. So looking at the bottoms of the decks that I've used for you, Pisces, 777, that could be a number of significance for some of you, maybe seeing that number. That could be a life path number for some of you, may be born on the 7th, or you may just be seeing 7. So always, check in with yourself before you go to Google to figure out what that might mean for you, what it may be trying to tell you. Okay. It's a good opportunity to tap into your intuition as well as build that intuitive muscle. As part of why I created that deck, for that purpose, to help those that can use it, that maybe seeing different signs, synchronicities, but unsure what it's trying to tell them. It's kind of like this can help you kind of tap more into what it may be meaning for you when you see it, right? It's not going to always have the same meaning. That's why it's important to tap in intuitively, because what it says, what it means, maybe when you see it earlier in the day, may be different for what it's trying to tell you later on in the day. So it's dependent. It's dependent on the different variables, what you're thinking, what you have going on. It can be different for all of us, right? So, what I'm also getting here is that some of you may be in this energy too of, whether it's where you're at now or energy that will be coming up for you, in this time frame of needing to make a decision, of kind of being, caught in this kind of crossroads of, I don't know which way to go. What do I do? Type of thing. And that's again where your intuition is going to be the most important thing to allow to guide you at this time, to really allow yourself to focus on what it's trying to tell you, right? What I'm also getting here though is that things, it feels like, are going to be starting to pick up. If things have been moving slowly, especially as it pertains to your money, your finances, things like that, your effort is going to be required to get things going or to keep things going. But things are about to start moving. I just saw 2, 3, 4 on the timer. So like I said, things are about to start picking up. If they haven't already, it's like, if things feel slow right now, it's preparing you. It's ultimately asking you to create a plan, okay, to get ready. And it's not to say that the plan is exact and it's going to work and if things are going to go exactly how you plan it. It's not to say that, but it's just to do your best to be as prepared as you can for when things do start moving forward, that you're able to stay on track, that you're able to keep up basically with the changes as they present themselves. um, what I'm also getting here as well is that there may be a need for some of you, or it will benefit you in doing your best to allow yourself to find comfort in any type of discomfort that you may be feeling. Meaning, like, if you are in an environment that isn't the best, isn't really preferred, or is not as conducive as you like, do your best to work with your circumstances until they shift, because that is the best way to allow them to shift, is by finding comfort exactly where you are, finding comfort within yourself. Take your home as your foundation wherever you are. You take you with you wherever you go. So that means allowing yourself to feel at home no matter where you are. Allowing yourself to come back to home, come back to self, finding that comfort within the self no matter where you find yourself in life. Okay, no matter who's around, no matter what's going on, do your best to allow yourself to find that feeling of safety and stability and security no matter where you are. Okay. So let's get into your theme. So these are theme cards, oracles for, and there will be timestamps in the description box for the segments within the reading. So first card that came out is number 1, Yang energy. Beautiful. So this is again about that action. Okay, taking that action. I already said your effort is needed, and then here it comes out confirming it. So this is about really trusting where you're being guided to go and stepping into that masculine energy within you, no matter what gender you hold. We both have feminine and masculine energies within us, and the masculine energy, the Yang energy, is representative of the taking the action, getting things done, making things happen, protecting your energy, protecting yourself, right? It's the action, that type of energy. So Next card we had that come out was water carrier. This sounds like your energy, right? um Humanitarian, so card number 9. And this other card that's down here is also number 9, so some of you may be seeing 9 9. That could also be a life path number. Okay, we also have 13 and 7, so those numbers may be of significance, and if they don't mean anything to you, then it's, maybe that part of this message isn't for you. So just something to keep in mind. So we have Aquarius energy here. So some of you may have Aquarius moon, or there may be Aquarius or Sagittarius energy of significance to you that could be playing up. Oh shit. Oh no, never mind. I thought it was another 9 under there. I was gonna say, oh damn. So anyway, um, so balance, communication, unselfish, alleviate suffering, care for others, ethical. So for some of you, that is, part of maybe what you're being called into as it pertains to your North Node. Okay, there some of you may have maybe called to humanitarianism, however you say that word. Um, maybe to be a humanitarian of some sort. Okay, maybe a speaker, having some sort, holding some sort of compassion for other people, um really following your intuition on, maybe it's about protecting people. Okay, so some of you, that could be what you're being called to at this time, something you're being asked to, look more into, maybe being a little bit more generous with your time, your energy, um but also having a balance with that, right? Knowing when to give and when to receive, when to, support and when to hold back, right? That's how we create balance. So for some of you, you've been in maybe your feminine energy a little bit too long, and now this is time where spirit is saying, like, this is a time to restore the balance, where things are going to start shifting and you're going to need to take action. So for some of you, if you're so used to, have been in maybe this energy so long of just not doing much or not putting forth a lot of effort, things are about to start shifting and changing in, on the planet as well, to where it's going to kind of force us to start having to do something, where so it feels like some of you are being prepared to start doing that now, to start, getting yourself moving, getting, putting yourself maybe on a routine, reestablishing a routine, maybe a new one, um, that gets you prepared. So when it's time for you to take action, when you do need the energy to get things done, you have it to give. Okay. And then we also have believe. I really don't care for that word, because, for me, when it's broken down, be lie, it's like we're lying to ourselves essentially about something we don't really believe to be true. We don't really think is true, right? So you're being asked to fully believe in yourself. I would say trust in yourself and your dreams. It's time for that idea that lived inside your heart to be brought into the world so others can benefit from it. Trust that you can bring it into life, and you will do exactly that. Absolutely. So like I said, some of you have, this inkling or this nudge, this guidance to want to, bring some type of healing to the world or into something that you do. And spirit is saying that whatever that way is, that modality, or, that thing that you want to contribute, spirit is saying this is the time to actually put it into action and trust that, it will benefit, it will impact the way you want it to. Okay, but if you never put it out, you will never know. Okay, so first question, what energy are you leaving behind? How has this North Node journey been for you up until this point? So I have original cards, and then black ones are clarifiers. All right, so first card out was the High Priestess in reverse. So immediately what I'm getting here is the energy that you're coming out of is, maybe for those of you that haven't really been trusting yourself, you have maybe been ignoring your intuition. I feel like some of you, your intuition has been screaming at you, and being a Pisces North Node, that's probably part of that, feels like something you're supposed to be adapting more into or adopting more of, is the energy of listening to your higher guidance when it talks to you. You literally have about 5 seconds before your brain kicks in. From when you initially get a message from your intuition, your brain will kick in literally in 5 seconds. That has the ability to shift and tell you that it's wrong, or make you question it, or make you not do anything with it at all. So this is the energy that some of you are leaving behind, or you're being asked to. Okay, High Priestess in reverse. And all this, also what I'm getting here um is that where, if, maybe say for some of you, your purpose has been hidden from you, or maybe you weren't really clear about what your purpose is, or, what that really looks like for you. This is the energy that you're coming out of, where if it has been hidden, or if it hasn't been made clear to you, it's becoming clear. If it's not clear yet, it will be. Okay, so clarifying the High Priestess in reverse is the Four of Cups. Okay, so for some of you, the energy that you're coming out of is maybe this energy of feeling like, feeling rejected, feeling disappointed, let down in some type of way, whether it's disappointment in other people because you didn't trust yourself, or you didn't, things that were hidden from you, you weren't aware of, you didn't have the information. Others of you, this is, you know, maybe where you didn't trust yourself, where you made certain decisions and, you know, ultimately it didn't go your way. And it was because we didn't trust ourselves when our higher self told us to not do that thing, or not, you know, engage with that person, or not take that opportunity, whatever it is for you. But this is again what you're coming out of, you know, like I said, maybe ignoring your intuition and constantly being disappointed by the results that happen because of that. Okay. So learning how to trust yourself more, learning that, you know, the guidance you receive is actually taking you where you have to go. Whether we, it's, thing is, I've learned that a lot of us ignore our intuition when it doesn't tell us what we want to hear. It doesn't appease our ego, and then we ignore it and act like, oh, it must be wrong. Nah, it can't be right. That's not always the case. Your intuition is never going to lie to you, but it's always going to be honest with you. It's not always going to, and the honesty is not always going to be what you want to hear. Okay. And that's where we need to, you know, do better with just, you know, taking what it's giving us and responding accordingly without attaching ourselves to how we think it should go, how our ego wants it to go. Because that's the underworld part of us, that version of us that, you know, is living out of survival, or is scared that, you know, I won't make it, or I won't have this, or I won't experience that, whatever that is for you. Okay. So where are you at currently? Current energy that's currently available to you as it pertains to your north node is the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. And then that's clarified by the Judgment. So for some of you, two major arcana here, starting your reading off very strong. So um current energy that's available to you is awakening to, it feels like, doing something that you really love. Okay, because the Judgment card also is definitely about making a decision, you know, but it also speaks of something coming back around, meaning for those of you, like I said, who have maybe turned down your north node before, or maybe ignored what you were being guided to do as it pertains to your north node. It's like it's that, it feels like that call, that calling, whatever's call has called you maybe before that you ignored, it's calling you again, and it's giving you an opportunity to really step into it in maybe a way that you would never have before. It feels like the universe is literally presenting you maybe a way to express this, or a way to step into this that is in a way that not only serves your purpose, but it's something that you really, really love and enjoy, that you really are passionate about, that you have maybe a lot of love for. This is what's, you know, what's currently available to you. So either this is where you guys are at, you know, take it as it applies, or this is what's available to you presently for the taking if you want it. Okay. So it's going to be up to you what you do with that information. All right. So, what is ahead, energy that is ahead of you, that is possible to step into if you choose? We have the Ace of Pentacles, two aces here, okay, back to back, brand new beginnings, fresh new starts, a gift from the divine, something tangible, something you can grow. Okay, this could definitely be an idea, a job, a new opportunity, something that has a potential to get from the ace to the 10. Okay, something that has the potential to go all the way. But again, your effort is required. It requires you to choose whatever this opportunity is, if you want, right? Choice is always yours, and allow, you know, do what you're being guided to do to take it all the way. Okay. So, and that's clarified by, that's also the Nine of Swords that came out, and those energies are clarified by the Ten of Cups. So this is what's ahead, is that the universe is presenting you an opportunity that has the potential to make you really, really happy, but there's an energy here of anxiety. Okay, where yes, the opportunity that's being presented may make you anxious, it may make you scared, it may make you fearful. There may be things from the past that are coming up, that are being brought up to the surface, and that's again something, you know, things that maybe, like I said, coming back around, right? That could be exactly what this energy is representing here, is something coming back around, meaning an opportunity that maybe you passed up before, that you realize, like, fuck, I should have took that, but I was scared, I wasn't ready. And that could be presenting itself again, where this idea, this opportunity is going to present itself again, and it may, and it may bring up and stir up that anxiety, it may stir up that fear. But at the end of the day, if you choose it, it really has a potential here to make you happy. It really has a potential to bring in fulfillment, to be actually something that really makes you feel obviously joyful and happy to do it, but it also generously compensates you on a financial scale as well. Okay. Some of you also may end up meeting the love of your life, or for those of you that have been maybe wanting a family, or wanting, you know, a partner or whatever, it could be presenting that to you as well. Okay. Maybe for those of you that, you know, have been taking care of your family or doing things with family, this has a potential to help you with that. Maybe those of you that have family to support, and you've been really stressed out about, you know, not having an opportunity, or the, you know, not having a job, or whatever that is, to, you know, take care of your family. This is giving you that opportunity here, but it's always up to you what we do with it when it presents itself. So where does spirit want you to focus? as it pertains to your North Node. So we have the Three of Pentacles. That's beautiful. So this is about building. This is also about collaboration, working with other people, okay? Being on a team, bouncing ideas off of people that you can trust, okay? And that is clarified by the Sun, Leo energy. So another major arcana here, okay? So three major arcana so far: Judgment, High Priestess, and the Sun, okay? So it feels like Spirit really wants you to focus at this time, Pisces, on whatever is coming, being revealed to you. How can you build on that? Maybe the answers that you've been receiving or the guidance that you've been getting, how can you build on that? Whatever is coming up for you, whatever is being, revealed to you that maybe you ignored before, how can we build on that? How can we, you know, create more of what that is, of whatever that is, right? How can we create stability in our life when it pertains to that, right? But this is also about, focusing on building on what makes you happy, okay? Because the Sun energy is also very positive. I don't feel like this is the best card in the deck, although some readers do feel like that, and that's perfectly okay. But I do feel like it is a very extremely positive card. Okay, it's definitely has indicative of, opportunities that make you happy, or where you can really shine, focusing on shining your light, shining it bright, maybe putting yourself out there, getting in the spotlight. Maybe that's where you're going to, be recognized. That's where maybe those of you have been maybe asking for a team or a tribe or people that you can build and grow with. That's how you're going to get it, is by putting yourself out there first. And that's where it feels like Spirit wants you to focus, Pisces, is putting yourself out there, getting yourself in the spotlight, because that's also what the Sun energy represents. So if there's, if for those of you that have been maybe finding yourself in the past, turning things down, not ignoring, not listening to your intuition when it came to opportunities, and then wonder why you got passed up, this is an indication of building your confidence. Okay, building on what you know, growing, allowing yourself to grow in those ways to build your confidence. Sometimes that's how you build your confidence, is by way of continuing to work on yourself, work on, your craft. That's how your confidence is going to come, is by the repetition, putting forth the effort, not giving up, not quitting. Okay, and that's where Spirit is asking you to focus. So however that applies to you, it'll be different for all of you, but you'll know. Okay, so if you find yourself, passing up opportunities or feeling rejected in certain ways, it's just an opportunity to ask yourself, well, where have I rejected myself? If they're not seeing my worth, or they're not trying to pay me my worth, where am I not seeing my own worth? Maybe if a job, like for example, you apply to a job and it's like, you know they didn't, I didn't want to work there anyway, they, blah blah, and you take it personal about why they didn't call you back. That's sometimes the universe's way of showing you, well, because you deserve more than that, but you rejected yourself. That's why they rejected you too. Okay, everything's a mirror. Every time you look in a mirror, if you don't smile at that mirror first, it's not going to smile at you. You're not going to see the reflection image that you're looking at smiling if you don't do it first. This is the same thing. Okay, so the energy that is supportive, we have a few cards that came out for that, and I was kind of like, Jesus. So for 6 cards in total that came out for the supportive energy. All right, so first card that came out was yours, Pisces. Came out sideways, the Hangman. Okay, so for some of you, something that maybe feels that some of you may feel that was blocking you, or holding you back in some type of way, I feel like actually was benefiting you. It was actually maybe a blessing in disguise that some of you weren't aware of. Okay, um and what I'm also getting here is that for some of you, there's a perspective, a shift of perspective, maybe a way of viewing a situation, right? Especially when it comes to feeling, rejected, or passing up opportunities that you knew you should have took. There's an opportunity here for you to maybe unblock yourself and shift your perspective about something. Allow yourself to take a step back from a situation and allow yourself to see how this was really helping me, or what it was trying to teach me. Okay, that can also be um, a really supportive way of getting beyond something, moving past something, is by allowing yourself to see it from a different perspective. That's why he hangs himself upside down, is to give him perspective, to help him see a certain situation in a way that he hasn't yet. Okay, so what also came out was the Two of Cups. So this could definitely be in regards to a connection, a partnership of some sort. Okay, also within the energy within ourselves, our own feminine and masculine energy. Okay, the Hermit. So Virgo energy could be a sign of significance, another major arcana. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and the Devil, 6. 6 major arcanas here, Pisces. Okay, so 6 may be a card of a number of significance as well. So maybe been born on the 6th. Okay, so Yeah, let's see here. So it feels like, the energy that's supporting you here is, this could, like I said, be a partnership. This could be a connection that maybe some of you didn't consider, is also what I'm getting here. Okay. This could be a person, maybe that, a Virgo in particular, someone that's maybe, or if it's not that exact sign, it could be just someone who embodies the traits of a Virgo. As energetic beings, we have the ability to embody the sign, the energy of any sign at any time. So that's why I say that even if you're not a Leo, if confidence is something that you struggle with, call upon the sign of the Leo, call upon the energy of the lion, call upon the energy of the sun to empower you, to boost your confidence, to help you shine the way you're supposed to, whatever it is that you feel like you're needing, to help you be seen, to help your, maybe your work be acknowledged, or your effort, or how valuable you are, or how valuable you would be on a team. For some of you, that is what this is about as well. If you feel like, I would be really of value on this team, you need to figure out how to let yourself shine. Focus on how can I shine and let myself stand out, to let my what I have to offer be expressed and be valued properly, right? That starts with the self though. So some of you, like I said, have maybe blocked this out. This could be someone you've blocked, or just, an idea that you didn't consider yet. Essentially blocking ourselves off from receiving, this guidance, from thinking about like, oh, should I even consider that person, right? So that could be who this is, someone that embodies the traits of a Virgo, meaning someone who, maybe is quiet, maybe just reserved, but they're very methodical, they're very organized, they're very detail oriented, they're very observant, they pay attention, right? As a Virgo sun, I'm just saying, okay. But for some of you, that is what's supporting you here. Is there could be a person who has the traits and qualities that maybe you're not as strong in, but they can definitely be a part of your team and help you in some type of way as it pertains to your North Node. Okay. Someone who is, worldly, someone who maybe is, good with money, like they're very, they're good at attracting money, but maybe they're not the best at keeping it, right? So this could, but this is also has to do with fears. This is the ego. We just talked about that, and here it is. Okay. So, but this is in the supportive energy. So for some of you, this can definitely be showing up, in your ego ship could be showing up in the form of fears, doubts, insecurities. But if it's supporting you, then it's giving you an opportunity to ask, how can I transmute these fears into, things that benefit me, right? How can I face my fear? What fear is holding me back, right? What and this could be a Capricorn. This is Capricorn's major arcana. So this could definitely be, like I said, showing up in the form of a partnership of some sort. um Someone that maybe shows you or mirrors to you the fears that you have, or where you can step out of your comfort zone in order to step more into your North Node, because that's what the North Node is about. It's about stepping out of your comfort zone, the part of us, going towards our destiny that we haven't experienced and explored yet. The South Node represents the energy that we're needing to leave behind, because we've essentially mastered that part of us, or that energy. We've been there long enough. We've learned, the lessons in that energy. So now it's about stepping out of our comfort zone. How do we move forward? So, allowing yourself to see where your fears are really trying to support you, where your ego, instead of trying to kill the ego, which we're not, you can't do that, right? You can't kill it. It's like trying to kill your shadow when you're walking outside. The shadow, you can never get rid of it. It's always going to be there, but it's learning how to work with it. How do I integrate? How do I move around it? How do I work with my shadow instead of against my shadow? That is what the ego is. Okay. We're not meant to kill it off. We're meant to integrate it. How can you integrate the things? How can I integrate the things that scare me? How can I face those fears head on? How can I use the things that I feel that are trying to keep me stuck, tied, or bound? How can I use those, or codependency, right? How can I use that to really help me? Or how is it trying to help me that I was unaware of, right? Where am I blocking out this, this way of support? How this is trying to support me? How am I blocking that out and not seeing it, right? And it, like I said, could be coming up in the form of a connection, okay, of some sort, whether it's a relationship, a partnership, a friendship, whatever that is. Otherwise, if it's not a person, indicative of a connection outside of yourself, this is about your own, your own feminine and masculine energy supporting you. Okay. The energies within you, because we all have them. No matter what gender you are, we both have feminine and masculine energies within us. So, how is my feminine and masculine energy trying to support me? Okay. Allowing yourself to go within to figure it out. Take the time to go within yourself, by yourself, taking some time to yourself to discover what these things are and how to navigate, how to, move through that energy in the most beneficial way. All right. So clarifying these energies is the Nine of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. So for some of you, what's supporting you here is maybe falling back from a connection. Okay, some of you, this if this has to do with a relationship of some sort, one that maybe you've been isolating yourself from or feeling like you should, this is an indication of being maybe more self-sufficient, more self-reliant, more independent. Okay, and this is also about moving on, leaving some type of conflict behind. So it means for those of you that have been finding yourself maybe in a relationship or in some type of dynamic that's keeping you from really stepping into your purpose, because I was, again, what your North Node is your purpose essentially in this lifetime, according to your birth chart. If there are things or people that have been seeming like they're trying to hold you back or keep you stuck, allow yourself to see, how is this really helping me? Or maybe this person, maybe that's just my perception of it. Maybe I'm just thinking that they're trying to keep me stuck, but they're really not. How can I move on? How can I leave that negative energy behind? Or if it's mind games, maybe it's my own mind playing with me. How can I leave that energy behind? Right? Those negative thoughts that are making me feel like I'm stuck or that I can't move, right? And step more into my independence, step more into my self-sufficiency, right? So that is what is supporting you, though. So the sign or synchronicity that you guys can use moving forward, or that you might start seeing, that lets you know that you're on the right track, or that that would be a benefit to you as it pertains to your North Node, is the dragonfly. That's beautiful. So some of you Pisces may be seeing dragonflies either already. I feel like not in this season, but moving more into towards the new year, the real new year, like I said, March 20th. Okay. Some of you may start seeing, if you start seeing dragonflies, then that could be easily your indication. Okay. And this doesn't mean that if you don't see the dragonflies that you're not where you need to be or anything like that. It'll happen if that's your sign for you. It'll present itself. Okay. So dragonfly, keywords are: luck is changing positively, keep your eyes open, independence. Didn't we just talk about that? Independence. Okay, so this is again talking about being maybe stepping more into your independent energy. um let's see, maturity, power, poise, live in the moment / be present, see beyond your mind, see beyond your mind. Okay, this is again about shifting your perspective, seeing things differently. Okay, some of you, like I said, something that you may have been blocking out, whether it's a person, a fear. Some of you are being asked to stop blocking it because it's trying to show you something. Okay. See beyond your mind, use intuitive sight, accept / discover your own unique abilities. Your vibe attracts your tribe, connecting with like minds. Let your light shine. Let your fucking light shine. Come through, spirit. Come through, spirit. Pisces, let your light shine. Okay. Some of y'all know, you already know. This is again about stepping into your masculine energy. As again what the Leo energy is. The sun itself, that's the masculine energy. The moon is the feminine energy. So again, for some of you, this is about, it's time to step into that part of you that knows that I can do this, that I'm protected, I'm good, like I have all the energy I need. I'm worthy. I'm worthy and deserving of being recognized. I'm worthy and deserving of stepping into my purpose. I'm worthy and deserving of my income increasing, of being on a team, of being supported, of working with other people that are just like me. I'm worthy and deserving of having that, right? And I allow myself to shine, because that's how you're going to attract the team or the people that you want to work with, is by putting yourself out there. If you don't do that, they're not going to know you exist. But not only that, if you're not putting yourself out in the most authentic possible way you can, you're not going to attract the people that are just like you. You're going to attract the people that are like the version that you're pretending to be, or that you're portraying yourself to be. So again, it's important to really identify and allow ourselves to see, what is holding me back? What fears do I have? Or what are these, what is this, what fears, or what, does this ego represent that I'm blocking, right? How am I blocking, maybe blocking myself, that I can, allow myself to move on from, to come out of, to make things easier for myself. Okay. To be more self sufficient, to get things done, to accomplish my goals. That's also what this is about. Getting to the end. Okay. Seeing from the beginning to the end. Okay. The 1 to the 9, that's completion. The 10 represents the new start. That's that new beginning. Okay. But this is getting to the very end, seeing, the potential of something all the way through to completion. Okay. But if you're blocking, your ability to see that, or see how, these things that are coming up, or how a certain connection is trying to show you maybe where I'm blocking myself. How is it mirroring back to me my own fears, the fears that maybe I have, right? What is that trying to show me? How's that trying to help me move forward, right? And trusting the information they receive, no longer doubting yourself, no longer settling for less than you deserve either, not just taking jobs or opportunities because they're presented to you, but turning it down if it's not what you deserve, if it's not what you want, if it's not paying you enough. Knowing, standing in your truth and your worthiness, that I deserve more than that, and I'm not going to ignore that anymore. Okay? So, Pisces, that's what I have for you. I trust that this reading reached those that need it, and if you did enjoy it, if you did resonate, you know what to do. I love you all so much, and until next time.